All right, hello, and we are back. I took a little break from this game, but I'm ready to figure out Tolliver's deceiving plans and all that stuff. And also, I think I found like the sweet spot to my recording. I still might be wrong, but oh, whatever. We'll jump into it.
The interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair.
Shoddy.
His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
They'd run the classic good cop, blank cop interrogation. Good cop, chill cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
I'll handle this. Just gotta play it cool.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times.
Dude's gonna give him like a seizure.
Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Golly, I sure got my bell rung.
He looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake. Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? Yeah. No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled. Rollo's here?
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Well, alright. Mistakes happen. You kids gave old Hiram a good scare. Let's just get me out of these ropes and call it even.
Luca glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Those ropes look so loose. Oh my gosh. I feel like you could definitely like break out of it for sure. Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grandma's basement? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my gran up to? If you cut me loose, I'll show you. That, number one, bad opinion already. How do I know we trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done wrong about you? Well, we just met you, buddy. And also, you were talking to Gran with the diner lady. The diner lady was actually pretty sweet because she did talk about my mom. But, oh wait. He was a little creepy about the jam part, you know, when he like whispered and he's like, oh, the jams. No. And since your gran moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah. So why would I turn my back on your family now? Good point. This chill tactic is not cutting it whatsoever. It's just, all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board with names of people from town? An archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes?
Luca gestured to the corner.
Barrels of explosives? I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an explanation.
Luca looked again to Rollo and Beck. This time they shrugged.
Don't
began
do
to
it!
slowly loosen the bindings.
They're already loosened anyways.
Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
That's a good lad. This will all make sense in time. No, he's backing
He
up!
edged imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
Don't. You see, the town has secrets, Luca. A dark past indeed.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
A past that must be brought
He
to...
punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
To what? Light. Oh, haha. Okay, funny. Oh, He locked us! Son of a...
Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late.
Oh
Only
no.
confirmed what they all heard.
Did he just lock us down here?
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This was for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there and let the adults handle
They
this.
looked bewildered at each other.
Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house.
Damn, staccato?
The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic.
Of course
For
not.
some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. The end.
No.
Well, we certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement.
That's true.
Back to the drawing board.
All right. Oh, nice. Oh, that's so funny. Cute. Okay. Rumble, which we still need to do. Is that everything so far? I guess it's just Rumble. That's our only decision. Okay. Rumble it is. Luca began to respond. The sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
Yes. You sure we can make it home before this storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch a cold. Oh, more of the mums. Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. I think, yeah, Gran's at the house right beside us, so no need to reach her, okay? In the meantime, you two hang tight. This rain is so loud. Holy, give me 1 second. I'm dreading. Okay, I think we're good now. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is in the box still. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest. Nice. So, lovely Beck's room.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
The eye hole. Is that the proper terminology for it? The eye hole? This is wild. This looks wild. What is it? Gum? Gum.
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amount of chewing. Chewed that one for 47
Luca
days.
wiped his hand off on his
Oh.
sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird. I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. I love gum, but I also like there's this point where it like gets too tiring for me. Like my molars just give out, which like I feel like that's normal, but I also feel like it's not normal. I really like Hubba Bubba, and I know that's like apparently the most kind of nastiest thing, but I like the Hubba Bubba where you like open it like a Pokeball, but I don't eat it like a monster where I just like bite the roll. Of course you have to eat it like you're a snake, of course. Oh, wow. Rolo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Filled it with some what? Filled it with some state of art vacuum tubes. She's pretty awesome. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have the time for me, she showers me with high tech overcompensation.
Flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Oh shucks. Jeez Louise, my reading. You know what? Honestly, if I keep reading like this, I'll probably be a freaking reading whiz. Can I go out here? Okay, it's just the flowers this time. Can I talk to Beck? Okay, I cannot talk to Beck.
Luca
Flowers.
bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors? Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry. Was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. When they were really trying to feel good about themselves, they did both. So you moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. It's sometimes there's always a better job somewhere else. These flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. You know what? Sorry, going back, whenever I went to like a friend's house, I really like just looking into their lives. Like, I know that sounds so like I guess intrusive, but it really opens up to like where they spend most of their lives, you know? Like, I'm interested in their hobbies, or like if they had family photos, it's like, oh, where did you go to? I guess that sounds a little creepy now that I like now that I said it, but like it's interesting to just see their little like home bubble. And then when I invite people to like my house, it's like my interests are everywhere, so I allow them to like give time to even look at what I put up and what I'm interested in. But anyways, these flowers, oh yeah, I just read them. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, if you cared enough to keep them, is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Oh my gosh. Dang, did that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Oh, Beck. Like, even when people are around? Well, Rolo can be sometimes absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It doesn't used to feel that way. I know Graham loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? Oh, these babies. I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do you do? When you don't know what to do? Dad never got that part. Never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. We're gonna register your complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everything tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change.
Let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Oh my gosh, these moms are probably thinking we're insane. Every time something changes, something gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't I just stay somewhere else? Wah!
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow, I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks, I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out.